Hey guys, it's your girl Nurse B and welcome back to my channel. First thing I want to say is thank you for all the new subscribers, okay? Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for rocking with me, and here's to yet another banging ass video. No, but for real, today I really want to get into what the title says, the law of assumption. So I've been talking about this all day. And so I'm just like, let me make a YouTube video, because one thing that I really want to share with y'all is that the law of assumption and the law of attraction, they sisters, they brothers, they go hand in hand. And I feel like everything that I have done, even up until now, this second, has allowed me to really enjoy the law of assumption and my imagination. A lot of people, they may say that being delusional, or some people that are like spiritual or checked out of reality. But the thing of the matter is, we all create our own realities. Like, we all are literally living our own movies played out in our mind. And if you were able to do some personal development, take a look into yourself and your life, and do some things that will actually move yourself forward, you will begin to see this. Because if you paid attention, small little things that you do on a daily basis is really creating your world, your reality, and the things that you say is real, okay? And it's all because of the programming. I don't want y'all to think that, I'm just somebody that's a conspiracy theorist and I'm just saying these things. It really is programming. When you begin to tell yourself different things on a daily basis, your world has to match that. So as a man thinketh, so is he. So we can't think in our minds that we're going to say some things and they're not going to become true. That's why I don't allow people that are around me to say that they're broke. I don't allow people around me to say negative things about themselves. And it could be a level of just the motivator, inside of me. But the truth of the matter is, like, I don't want you to bring that energy around me, because at all times I want to focus on feeling good. Feeling good is a strategy, especially when you're working with the law of assumption. The law of assumption is assuming that you already are the person that you desire to be. And when you're in that assumption, your mindset, your body, it all attracts the things that is going to make you that person. It's going to help you attract the situations. It's going to help you attract the people. It's going to help you attract the mindset. It's going to help you attract the inspired belief and be able to flow into the space that ultimately you're supposed to be. You could say like, oh my God, this happened and I can't believe it. I'm lucky. It was the right place at the right time. It's such a coincidence that I'm meeting you and we have the exact... It's not a coincidence. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's the beautiful thing about the laws, is because when you become, you get what you become. For example, a lot of women, they want to be they want to be their best versions for a man. They want to know exactly what it takes to get this certain type of man. But the biggest thing that we all must recognize is that whatever we desire to have, whether it be a man, whether it be a woman, whether it be a job, whether it be an opportunity, you have to become an equal match to that. So if you want a high value man, then you have to become a high value woman. And in these different moments, you're going to be tested and you're going to go through situations that require you to become that. And if you can't sustain the mindset, if you can't sustain the uncomfortability that comes with the growing process, then maybe it's not meant for you to have that. So I sit in the law of assumption, and when situations go wrong or situations may not go how I expect them, I don't lean on my own understanding. A lot of the health books and the books that help you to become a millionaire, all of the people that are successful and Think and Grow Rich, and all of these books, they all say that you have to be 80% spiritual. So 80% of the time you have to love yourself, know yourself, trust yourself, and know that the rest of the 20%, the rest of the 20% of the time is going to be work. It's going to be dedication. It's going to be discipline. It's going to be things falling into place. So people don't want to be, some people are not willing to be that uncomfortable. Because it's going to be a time where you have to shed the skin of the person that you used to be. When you want to become something new, you have to get rid of the old ways. You have to get rid of the old mindsets. You have to get rid of the old way of doing things. You can't take something old into something new. So that is all, it's all work. It takes working on yourself 1%, 2%, 3% every single day so that you become this different person. I started to manifest so quickly things because now I know that I deserve it and I've seen what God could do. I'm no longer applying old situations to my new circumstances. How could I? You literally have to recognize the track record of how things always have worked out for you. When you realize that and you start to really sit in it and you focus on it, that everything has always working out for me, and the things that I said that I was going to get, I always got them because I never thought I couldn't have it. So the law of assumption is so powerful, it's so magnetic, because no matter what, when I walk in a room, I show up as my higher self. And my higher self has this high elite energy. And people begin to feel that energy because I become her. I become her. And so many people, like, they're not willing, they can say it's pretend, but maybe it's just practice. Maybe it's just practice. Maybe you have to practice in order to become the person that you're pretending to be. Because one day you're going to arrive. You're going to arrive there. And how will you know how to act if you never practice? Practice makes perfect. And I use this same analogy in marketing, because if you begin to post and you create 100 different posts, 100 pieces of content, you're going to be way different than you were when you created one versus 100. So imagine yourself becoming 1% better every single day for 100 days. Imagine yourself believing better, believing that you are this person, and believing that you deserve to be this person every single day for 100 days, for 200 days, for 365 days. There's no way possible that you could be where you were last year, because every 90 days, you're becoming somebody different. Every 90 days, God is putting you through a new test so that you can have a new testimony. That's why I believe in storytelling on social media, because it's so important that we get our stories out, especially as Black and brown people. It's time for us to speak up. And we get into these mindsets, and society and songs and lyrics will make you feel like you're not supposed to get yourself better because now everybody's doing it. Let's be happy that now more people are sharing their stories, so now more people can come together, connect, grow, and we can build our wealth like that. So me personally, when things begin to go wrong, I get kind of excited, because now I'm getting closer to the things that I really want out of life. Now I'm not second guessing these situations, because the plans fell through, now I can get what I was really supposed to get, because the plans are ultimately still on. But nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody talks about, how you wish something bad to happen. Like you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I got into that car accident. I knew I was going to get into a car accident. I felt it. But what if in that moment that you felt that you was going to get into a car accident, you suddenly was like, cancel and delete. I'm safe, I'm fine, I'm protected. Instead of constantly dwelling on these bad things, dwelling on the fact that you're in poverty, dwelling on the fact that you only have a couple dollars in your bank account, dwelling in the fact that things aren't going wrong. What if you decided that everything is working out for me and I'm safe? So that's what I decided to do. That's what I decided to do. I don't dwell on anything negative. I dwell on the fact that everything is always working out for me. And even in the hardest of times, it's still working out for the greater good of my life, for the greater good of the things that I desire to see. So why would I not be happy? Life is beautiful. I woke up today. So it's like finding the smallest things in a day and making it a positive that's going to add up to the grand total of what you desire to see. And then you will begin to see everything fall into place, and you will see how magic you are. You never would know your own magic if you never tried it, if you never put it to the test. Telling y'all, you can manifest anything. Like I remember on live the other day, I manifested a sunflower. I saw the sunflower later on that night. And all you have to do is say, God, show me a sunflower that proves that I am on the right track. That shows me that I am doing the right things. That shows that I am in alignment to meet the person that I want to be one day. I'm telling y'all, all the affirmations and all of the positive quotes and the Bible verses and all of these things are tools so that you can remember that you are the God. So that you can remember that God made you in his own image. So that you can know that you are the seed that is the tree. So it's just all about you. When you begin to care so much more about you than making other people happy, you will begin to be resilient and your heart can never be broken. You'll recognize that all of these tests and all of these things and all of these people are all here for you. All here to make you understand who you are and the power that you hold. The law of assumption. The law of assuming that you are the person that you desire to be. And then you begin to see these small things happening. You will begin to see all these small little details that add up and make you the person that you really are wanting to be. And then you will be like, I am that. I am that. I am that. I am that. It's so funny because earlier I found myself getting kind of stressed out, a little sad, a little overwhelmed, and just from situations, things never go how I expect it to go. But like this year, I said, God, I want what you want this year. I'm not about to get upset about something that God did not desire to see in my life. So it causes me to be a human, it causes me to be sad, it causes me to be upset, but it also gives me clarity. It also brings me happiness. It also brings me joy, because if those things were removed from my life, that means that God has something so much better for me. And because every single time that this happened, it was those things that I was sad about once got replaced with something so much better thereafter. It's not up for me to be like, oh, when it's going to be? What's the time going to be? What's the time frame? It's going to be 2 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. God, what you going to make me wait this time? It's not meant for me to see it that way anymore, because I no longer need to question God. I no longer need to sit in the passenger side of the car. I no longer need to try to move the wheel when I ask God to take it. I can allow God to drive me exactly where I'm supposed to be, and so that I can get to the success I desire to see. There's no control here. And anybody that was supposed to be here, anything that is for you will never leave you. Anything that is for me will never leave me. And I'm sure in that. I'm sure of that. Anything that is for me will never leave me. Anything that is for you will never leave you. So in that case, there's no need for you to chase. There's no need for you to run. There's no need for you to feel like you have a lack of anything. Because you don't chase, you attract. So when you attract the life that you desire, because you are that, because you think like that, because you know that you are that, you become that. So what would I be stressed out about anything for? Why would I be sad about anything? I have to remember that these situations that are happening right now are only because I am that. I am that I am. And because I said that, sometimes God is going to remove people from my life that said something about me that I had no idea about. Sometimes God is going to remove people from your life that maybe you don't even have the strength to remove them from your life. So he's going to do it for you. Or maybe he's going to do something for a period of time that's going to make you become a person. So when those people come back into your life, you can help them become a better person. I don't know. It's only up for you to know. And when we begin to decide to know, you know. You know. That's the thing, like, you know. So I really just wanted to talk about that real quick and how I have become so proud of myself. So proud of the person that I have become and the emotional intelligence that I have adopted. God is going to give us all these things, but God do not care about your feelings. God will hurt your feelings if it means to save your life, if it means to get you where you asked to go. So it's really like you can't be in your feelings. You can't. Emotional intelligence is a big part of success. Emotional intelligence is a big part of life because everything is not really about you. And when it becomes personal, then it's okay to remove yourself. It's okay to set boundaries and draw the line of how somebody should treat you. And if they can't respect that, deuces to them. Putting yourself first and allowing yourself to really attract the things that you ultimately desire is hard. But you can do hard things. We all do. Because if you ask for big, if you ask for a lot, don't be surprised when your plate is full. You only wanted to eat. So don't be surprised when your plate get full. Okay? Okay. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It's plenty more where that came from. I thank y'all for being here and just being a part of this journey. YouTube is all new for me. It's all new, but I'm happy to just show up in this space and give a new audience something refreshing and something that they can relate to, because ultimately I feel like we're all going through a journey, going through situations to help one another. So with that being said, y'all, see y'all next time. And until we see each other again, make sure you subscribe, share this video to somebody you feel like needs it. Today is February 20th, 2023. It is a new moon today. So manifest something great. You deserve it.